Hey, welcome to Frank's Retro Stuff. If you're new to the channel, please hit the subscribe button below. Check out the video.
Frank's Retro Stuff!
So I'm going to show you a few things that I've picked up this week, but also I want to talk a little bit in this about VHS video cassette tapes. Now, I've been picking them up for a little while, and are they worth it? Is there a profit margin in them? Are they awesome for collecting? Or is it just something that you kind of see and think, nah, it's not for me? A lot of charity shops and places like this sell them for 50p or 3 for £1, all that stuff. Now, there is some value in them, not every single one. So we'll talk a little bit about that after I show you what I picked up this week. So it wasn't the biggest haul, but first off, I picked up a couple of comics. I got this Hawkman comic for $1.99. No real value in that, but I love collecting comics. Same as this one, the Justice League Task Force, just purely for my own collection. I managed to pick up Mario Party 8 for the Wii. Now, I paid £3 for this one, and this one trades in really well at CEX. So, always nice to pick those up. The disc's great, the manual's all that. Always check the discs as well if you're picking these up, because sometimes in the charity shops or second-hand shops, the discs are absolutely bad. This one's in really good condition, pretty much perfect. And yeah, so I'll trade that in for CEX and we'll buy something awesome. Speaking of CEX trade, recently I took in a few old games like the Mario Party 8 and such to CEX. Got a trading voucher, bought a ton of cool stuff. And the last thing I picked up was this SNES version of Mortal Kombat 2. I already have Mortal Kombat for the SNES, but yeah, I wanted to grab this just to add to the collection. Not the best box, you can get these in better condition, but the manual's there, the game's there, and that'll go in a protective case, and I'll add that to my collection. Okay, so videos that are worth picking up. I'm going to show you some comps of random ones. These are not ones that I own, but ones that I've sold. So they'll just pop up randomly on the screen and you'll see. There is big money in VHS, but you need to know what you're looking for. Horror VHS, for instance, sells for a lot. And just really niche things. 80s movies, not everyone though. So yeah, do your research on them, but there is money to be made if you can find them for the right price. Some of the videos that I picked up this week were Batman, the animated series. Again, always look for condition on these as well. There's quite a lot of video shops, 80s style retro places popping up across the UK, and they will take these off your hands, or other collectors who have their own private collection of VHSs, but they're looking for condition really. Also looking for ex-rental boxes if you can find those, you know, the giant ones, the clamshell cases. So keep your eye out for them. There is money in those, but again, do your research. That was a nice little pickup. That's just for my own collection. I grabbed this one purely because it's Finding Nemo, right? Don't think there's any value in this. I might be wrong, but yeah, just picked it up because it was there. It was 50p. Each one of these that I picked up today was 50p. So a little bit of money to be made in them if I resell them on. I also picked up this copy of Curse of the Mummy's Tomb. Now, this is a good example of the value in them and the specific type. So this exact one, I'll show you the comps for that online. There is a little bit of profit in there, which is great. But there is also different variations of this that have sold for quite a lot more. So you'll see them at the side. But yeah, just keep an eye out and also just check which style you have. This is like the Hollywood Classic Collection. I believe there's one in a giant case and one without this. Not too sure, I've not researched it enough, but I know there is different variations of it. But keep your eyes peeled at any of the videos that you pick up. Just check out catalog numbers, whether it's a repress or if there was actually a cardboard case, one of the ex-rental, you know, the big box cases, or just the generic one, or if it's just a reissue, because there is some of them that got repressed. You know, obviously this is a old movie, 50... might even be wrong there. So yeah, 1964, the movie was released. They may have released this on VHS 3, 4, 5, 6 times. So you need to kind of check that stuff out. So don't just be duped into thinking you're going to get a massive payday for finding a video in a family member's attic, or, you know, a car boot sale or a second-hand market or something. Just make sure you do your research when you are assuming there is money in these. And the last video I picked up, again, it was 50p. This is my absolute favourite. There is a little bit of money in this one. I'm not going to resell it just purely because nostalgia alone. So I picked up this Thundercats VHS, The Terror of Hammerhand. Just really cool. This is in the cardboard sleeve. possibly part of a collection, but I really thought that was, yeah, really cool. Just reminds me of when I was a kid. Most likely watched this or other episodes of this. The box is in all right condition, but just a really nice find. Add that one to my collection and I'm mega happy with it. So yeah, VHS, do your research on them. There definitely is money to be made in them. Go through family members and stuff, ask them if they've not thrown them out. A lot of people just chucked them in the landfill. DVDs came out, Blu-ray, and nobody wanted these at the time, but there is a big market for private collectors for it if you have the right ones. So do a little bit of research, contact somebody, and see if you can make some money from them if you find them. That's all for this video. If you liked the content, please hit the subscribe button below. It really means a lot to us. Just drop me a like, a comment, anything like that, and it all does great for the algorithm. I'll see you in the next one.